Hey guys, so you won't be able to see this at all, but I hooked up to the compressor. Now you can kind of see. This is the air compressor. I hooked up this air hammer. We were thinking about using it in the haunt. I don't know anything about it. It doesn't have anything on the tip. Let me try and... Yeah, I three things I'm trying to hold with two hands, so... it doesn't have anything on the tip. I thought it might need something, but I guess that's probably just for hammering, for my purposes. There it is, spot on the wall. Spot on. This is gonna scare people. That'll be in the barbecue shack on the counter, behind the counter. The actor back there will have access to it. So that's gonna be a great scare. We're just gonna put down a metal plate. I think it was on the Dream Reapers America haunts. They talked about how they did that. And my dad said we might want to try an air hammer in the haunt because of the haunt trip. So I just dug through, found the air hammer, and I'm working with it. Hopefully he's not too pissed off about that. But yeah, it should work well. I'm going to route an airline over there and get to work later. Okay, got everything back here. Let me climb back. There's a second air compressor that we have that's smaller. We got it when we finished our basement. It was for nail guns. I don't know, have I shown you guys a view from back here? There's all this. That's where the fog machine's mounted. Got extra things of fog juice down there. An air compressor here, a ton of power cords. But no one's going to be walking back here, and the actor can't really move, but he can like lunge out and stuff. So, alright, I was charging this while I ate dinner, so here's the moment of truth. Uh-oh, I think it may have been overcharged. Let me take a look. Yeah, so the air compressor was at like 130 psi. The air hammer's max pressure is like 90, it says. So I'll probably set the air compressor for like 100, because, you know, they go a little low on the maxes, so... So I'll probably do that. I don't know how to reset it right now. I'll have to ask, but it shouldn't be too hard. It does run out pretty quick, so we'll have to make sure the actor knows to just get a quick startle with it. Up on here, since this is a 2x3 right under here, has a good noise, and it looks like you're just chopping into the leg with something, because they won't know it's an air hammer. So that should work pretty good. So yeah. Hey guys, so lots going on. I finally decided to just jump in and build the drop panel here. It's going to be pretty small. It's just like a foot by 1.5 feet, or it's less than that, but it's just going to have like a menu with like the stencil lettering, and I'm working on cutting it out. I cut down this piece to the size of the hole. This is going to be the panel that drops. This is the size of the hole. I screwed it in and just spray painted yellow spray paint around it, so I know exactly where to cut. I'm starting to cut. I just want to show it now. About halfway through cutting. Other stuff, I got these two flaps up here and these along the transition between the different colored panels. So that way it seems more seamless, I guess. After the closet, I also added just a bunch of random dangling pieces of fabric. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of fabric, and then these old jean shorts that we did a homemade bungee jump in. Kind of complicated, but it was when we were doing like the jackass stunts and stuff. Guys, the drop panel is more or less done as far as basic construction goes. Here, give the camera a second to adjust. But got it all framed up. It's all set up. Here's the dropping piece. Here's the hole. This is gonna be kind of hard because I don't have a handle on it yet. But that slides up, blocks the hole, and then there will be a handle, maybe a dropping mechanism so it can be up most of the time, and it just flies down and the actor in here. There will be, the air compressor will be right here, and the actor will jump out, so the actor will have to lean over a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this little screw in up at the top for now, so I can see what it looks like on the other side, and maybe write something on it, because I think I want to make it into like another one of the Bubba's signs. So yeah, that's what's next, and I'll show you in a little bit. Alright, got it all painted up. I don't know that people will read it in the light, but there's definitely lettering, and it'll definitely be a sign, and there'll probably be like a white border around it. I'm out of white and red paint, so I would have had white paint in the background with red paint for the lettering, but I had to settle for yellow and black. I have it screwed in 2 points from the other side just to hold it up while the paint's wet. I'm not going to unscrew it tonight, but I am going to put in my super duper simple rigging system I just thought up. That's just going to let it be held in place. Really all it is going to be is a hinge and the 4 screws to screw in the hinge and a string. So here, let me try and get it undone. Here, so we'll have it open. It'll be like, if this is the thing holding in the panel, holding in the drop panel, the drop panel rests on the top of this, and then there'll just be a string tied through one of the holes. The actor pulls out the string, it can drop, and he can scare, he or she, I should say, not to be sexist, and then you just hold it and push the hinge back in place, and it'll hold. I would like to make a more complicated one, but it'll do for what I need it for, so I don't have a ton of time to go making that, because I have like 7 weekdays and then like 4 weekend days left, so like 6 weekdays now, so I gotta get to work, or this thing isn't gonna get done. So I'm gonna go install this, and then probably try and find something else to do, and then head in. But yeah, later. Okay, hinge and string drop system. It's screwed in, keep in mind, so it won't actually drop. I'm not going to unscrew it until tomorrow, because I want to make sure the paint's completely dry before it rubs all up against here. But, basically, after the scare, I'm going to put on a, just a 2x3 or something, small little piece. Actor can lift it up, and then, this hinge will be open, slide this under. It doesn't quite make it there, but it'll be enough to hold it in place. For the scare, it's mainly just a listening game, although I might drill through a peephole. And then just on a string, I would just have it like this, but it could hit the fingers, hurt them, and slow the scare. You just pull it open and have your face right in front of it, and the panel will drop down like I showed you and scare them. And I'm just speculating, but I think it should work. I've never really made a drop panel before, so I don't know for a fact that it'll work, but my guess is that it should work just fine. And I might just put like a 2x3 on the end of this just to give a handle so it's easier to grab, because there's going to be the air compressor right here. But yeah, that's the drop panel. I thought it was going to be way more of a pain, but it took like maybe 2.5 hours to build. So it was like half of a weekday build, which is nice. Maybe I'll be able to put another one in the entry hallway. So yeah, it just really wasn't that hard once I started working on it. Now it's pretty much done. So yeah, later guys. Meet the epic Gorilla from Hell ceiling crusher. Let me try and get underneath it. Okay, we're unhooked. Looks pretty good from there. His head hits the bar, but it's all good. And then, when you pull it back up, the head comes back out, but... So yeah, looks pretty good. I mean, once it's already crashed, it's already crashed, so... Alright, that's gonna do it for tonight. Kinda tired. gonna go inside. I got a ton done with the drop panel because that took like 2.5 hours, and then on top of the drop panel, I got done what I usually get done in like a typical day's work. So it was really good. Feel pretty good about today. Hopefully I can keep it up throughout the next 2 weeks until we open, or like 1.5 weeks. Crap. Yeah, we have like, I don't know, but we open a week from Friday, so it's gonna be hard. But I'll get it done. Something will be here. The inside haunt should be great. The driveway haunt should be mediocre, but still better than nothing there. So it's gonna be really awesome. Really looking forward to it this year. So yeah, later guys. Hey guys, so it's kind of late. I didn't really film much. I had to change the light just because the old one burned out and I don't have another green one, and that one's not quite bright enough to see from far away. But I did this thing with the dates. That's literally the last of the spray paint. Some of it had to be expo markered in, or Sharpied in. I fixed this tombstone, which was already in the ground, and then I fixed this one, which wasn't in there yet, so now all the tombstones are out. And then in the duplicate rooms, since they have the 32-cent finger signs, no, you won't be able to see in this one, but while I'm in here, this drop panel I got framed in just wood pieces. You can kind of tell it's just, yeah, I just got it framed in 2x4s. Let me grab a light. Okay, so I got it framed. That's where the hinge support leaves it, because it kind of tilts to the left, just because the hinge is off to the right. But the other thing I did was I hung 4 fingers before each of the 32-cent finger signs. There's one in the first duplicate room too. I bought 2 packs of 5 from Michaels. 2 fingers are on the gut wall. The other 8 were in the first room. But then I took them and hung 4 in each duplicate room. So that's just another thing to trigger the memory of the first in the second. So if that makes sense. But yeah, and also found out that I already knew there were 2 other haunted houses in the neighborhood that have been doing it for a while, but now there's a 3rd haunted house in the neighborhood, so there's 4 total haunts here, including us. So I'll have to go check them out and see. I kind of want to make like a triangular support thing that we would set up at the entrance to our neighborhood to advertise it for all 4 of them. Just say trick or treat here, 4 haunted houses, and then have flyers with a map of the neighborhood and where all 4 are. So I don't know, that might get done, might not. We get enough guests anyway though, so we'll see. But yeah, that's what's going on now. It's like 6:45 I think, but yeah, I'm gonna keep working. So yeah, 6:50, so I'm gonna keep working. Later. Okay, here's the drop panel. Let's see if this works. There's the thing on the string. You can see it's leaning to the side. I have the other side still screwed in, so yeah, gotta go and screw it. Okay, I'm gonna show you the drop panel. Hopefully it works. You can see it's tilted to the side. That's just due to the hinge. The actor will have to push it off to that side so that there's less of a tip, because if it's off on that side, it's going to tip all the way there. But if the top corner's up against the wall already, it won't tip as much. And there you go. And you scare. So yeah, works well. Happy with it. So yeah.